I'm Troy Hughes. I'm from Spokane, Washington.
I'm Kalie Hughes from Spokane, Washington.
I came to Amos Spine because when I was about 19 years old, I was wrestling in college for the University of Oregon, and I injured my back. And I had surgery then and went back and wrestled again and injured it again and would be out and went back and wrestled again and pretty much wore my disc out until ultimately I couldn't wrestle anymore. And over the past 15 years, I coached and I kept doing things on my back that wore it out more and more until basically it was bone on bone. And probably the past 5 years I've been in a lot of pain to where I pretty much don't do anything anymore or couldn't do anything anymore. And I consulted a doctor I really respect in Spokane, and he said that they didn't want to fuse my back, that I was too young, and that would limit my mobility to the point to where I could have what they call the cascade effect, where I'd have another vertebrae fused in another 3 or 4 years and there and after. And so they basically wouldn't fuse me, and my insurance wouldn't cover artificial disc, artificial implant. And so that's when I was referred to Dr. Tohmeh, and Dr. Tohmeh advised that I have this plan, which honestly I think was about a third of what it would cost to have it done in America. A third, maybe less of. It became an affordable option for me to have my life back to where hopefully I'll be able to play with my kids in a way that I wouldn't have been able to, and that was the biggest thing, just to be able to do the things I want to do. And he seems to think I'll be back to water skiing and anything I want to do, but I was just hoping that I'd be able to do the normal everyday things.
Troy has had pain since I met him when we were still teenagers. He had just had his first back surgery, and I've watched him over the years go from what I thought was really bad to just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. It's just changed our lifestyle because there's so much Troy hasn't been able to do that we would have been able to do had he had a healthy back. He can't go for a run, or he can't really play with our kids or wrestle with them too much. It's really hard for him to get up in the mornings. He's got to take a lot of time to do that and get up, but then lay back down and kind of rest for a little while. He's just suffered for a long time, and it's hard to watch him never get pain relief, whether it be morning or night, sleeping. It doesn't really matter what he's doing, he's hurting. And so I've just always known him to be suffering, and we've been going down this path of it just getting worse and worse, and we were never taking any action to actually make it better. And coming here has, finally, it was a choice that we made to do something to make his back better.
You're always a bit unsure when you take a trip like this. I talked to people before I came. I've talked to some people that I kind of knew who had come here and trusted, and everybody talked about how great it was, and I was still a bit, maybe it's just me, the way I am, I was still a bit apprehensive, but after coming here and experiencing this, I'd recommend it to anybody who needs something that they can't get at home. The care here has been better than any. I've had 5 or 6 surgeries: my knees, my back, my neck. I've never had the quality of care that I've experienced here, and all those experiences in America. It's been unreal. They've taken care of us. I guess the real measure is, would you send your own kids here to be treated by these people? And yeah, I would. That's how much I would encourage anybody to come.
Yeah, from the moment that we got here, right off the plane, Claire's taking care of us. There's been somebody here at any moment to make sure that we're okay and that we're comfortable and that we feel comfortable with everything. In America, there seems to be a big gap between the surgeon and the patient. A lot of times in America, you wouldn't even see the surgeon. They just would do the surgery and somebody else, a nurse practitioner or a PA would follow you. And here, we've talked to our surgeon a ton of times, and we've been talking to people in the company at AIMIS, having lunch with them. There's just no gap there like there is in the US. The people that are really important are right there talking to you and taking care of you the entire time that you're here. So they make you feel so comfortable. And in the actual hospital while we were there, I felt like the quality of care was really good.
Cyprus is awesome. Part of my trip was spent recovering, and even though I was up and walking within 6 hours of the surgery, I believe, right?
Yeah.
6, and then 24, I was walking around well. There's so much more I want to see. I got to see a few, ruins, and I got to go to the birthplace of Aphrodite, and I was kind of joking back home that I was taking my wife on a romantic holiday for Valentine's Day. But it's a Cyprus. Yeah. But it's a beautiful place.
You feel safe here. We've gone into town and walked around. You feel completely safe. Everybody here, their first language is Greek, but everybody speaks English. I haven't started talking to somebody that doesn't understand me. So you feel safe, like talking to people, but it's been a really great cultural experience. Because there's people from everywhere here. We've met so many people from so many different countries. So that's been amazing, but you can't really beat being on the Mediterranean Sea at a beautiful resort, recovering.
Yeah.
It's been so gorgeous, and the food's amazing. The people have been so nice. We feel safe. People speak English. It's been a great place to go. We would definitely come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And bring our kids back. Feel safe bringing our kids back. And yeah, it's been really awesome. Unique experience.